Hi guys, this is Tao and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a decluttering video on my primers and concealers. The reasons why I combined the two is because I don't have that many primer, but I have a whole lot of concealer, so I decided to just combine them in one video. I already did one on foundation and I'm just kind of doing them in spurts so you guys can take a look at kind of my collection as well as what I'm keeping and what I'm not. So let's get started with the primers. First up we have the IT Cosmetics Feel the Moment Anti-Aging Ultra Hydrating Sensory Awakening Primer Serum, aka the longest name ever. But this is a really great primer for the colder weather, especially if you have dry skin. So I am keeping it. Then we have some illuminating primers. This is L'Oreal Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer, and this is the Almay Smart Shade CC Luminous Primer. The Magic Lumi is pearly in appearance. It's kind of like a white primer, like a white luminescent primer. And the Almay Smart Shade, this one is more of a pinkish. It has almost like a cool tone / lavender tint. They both go on your skin and slightly brighten up your face and make the makeup last a long time. And I even use the Magic Lumi one as a highlighter. I think it's really comparable to the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Pearl. So I'm keeping both. Then we have two of the Laura Mercier foundations. This one is the original foundation primer. This one is the hydrating one. I got the big daddy size of this from Nordstrom like a year or so ago. I really like this. It's more of a gel consistency. It does not have the silicone texture that I hate, so I like both, so I'm keeping them. Then we have a very niche product. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Under Eye Primer. Yes, you got it right. It is a primer for just under the eye. It's kind of like an eye cream, I want to say, but it's kind of light pink. It's of a gel consistency. You rub it into your skin under the eyes, and it kind of diffuses the line a little bit, and it make it look, sorry my hands are so veiny, but it diffuses the line a little bit and it make it look really smooth, and whatever foundation you put on top. You know how sometimes the concealer can get a little too dry and it sinks into the lines? This prevents that from happening, so I really like it, and it's really cheap, so I'm keeping that. These two, the Laura Geller Spackle Tinted Under Eye Makeup Primer, both in Ethereal. I used to like them, but ever since getting these two, because these have a lot of radiance to it as well, but after getting those two, I don't like these anymore, so I am giving them away. And I have these two. They're new, and I have the Madly Perfect Prep Poreless Primer and the Evercolor Poreless Face Defender. I think this is what you do like throughout the day, but I kind of consider it to be a primer. So I got this in a set from Madly's website a couple months back. I haven't had a chance to use it just because like I'm not really a huge primer person. That's why I don't have that many. I mean, it's still a lot, but it could be worse. So I'm keeping them obviously because I haven't tried them yet. And lastly, we have the Kogando makeup base. This is in yellow, and it's supposed to neutralize, and it has SPF 16. It's supposed to neutralize your undertone and brighten the skin a little bit more. I've used it a couple times. I haven't really seen that much of a result, but it was really expensive, so I'm keeping it, and I want to play around with it even more. Now let's move on to the concealer, and I have a lot, as you can see here. First up, we have this is the Essence Stay Concealer, Day All Day 16-Hour Concealer. I have the shade in Soft Beige and Natural Beige. I don't like them. They were super cheap. They were like $1.99. So I got them, but I don't think they are full coverage enough for me, and they also sunk into my under eye, the lines, so I'm giving them away. And I have about 3 of the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. This is the first one I got, and it's almost done. It's a neutral medium. This one is the mini size I got when I shop on their website, or I think I got this from like an Ulta beauty bag, I don't know. And this is another full size that I got from one of the kids that I haven't used yet. But these are really good and I really like them. So keeping those. And speaking of IT Cosmetics, I got this in like one of their kits from QVC. This is their Bye Bye Under Eye on one side and Hello Light Brightener on the other side. I think I am almost done with these, so I'm keeping it. I really like this because I'm a huge fan of the Bye Bye Under Eye, and the Hello Light Brightener, I just use it on top of my concealer, and sometimes, you know, on top of my nose, just to further brighten up the complexion a little bit, and use it as a subtle highlight. So yeah, I think they sell it individually now, but it's always better deal if you get it in a kit. Then I have two of the L'Oreal Visible Lift Serum Absolute Concealer. I have the shade Light and Medium. I'm torn on this product because I like the texture of them. They're really hydrating, but I don't think they cover enough for me. I think I'm going to give it to my mom. Oh, and this is one of my stockpile of the Boots No. 7 Radiant Glow Concealer. I got it because I saw it on like clearance at my local Target a while ago. This is in shade 2. And it looked a lot like, it reminded me of the YSL DECLUTTER. I think that's how you pronounce it. I always feel really douchey when I try to pronounce anything French or of any foreign language, I guess. I tried it and I didn't like it. I used up like one of these already, I think, but I had a backup, so I was trying to use it up. But now since we're moving, I'm not going to keep something I don't like, so I'm gonna get rid of it. And I have another IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus color correcting full coverage cream plus anti-aging hydrating serum plus SPF 50 plus. I don't know. I guess their naming team likes long names. This is just okay. It does cover, but I think you'll work a lot better if the shade I have is in light. But I think it might have worked better in fair, and also there's a lot of shimmer in this. So I don't know. I think I'll keep it and work with it and see how I want to utilize it. Let me know if you have any tips and like what you recommend on using this, or what your thoughts are, because so far I'm like, I don't know if it's user error or the product, but yeah. Okay, here are some items I use pretty often. First up, we have the e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer. This is from their Studio line, and the shade is in Fair. These run dark, and I use this as a foundation, and it works perfectly, so I'll keep it. I have like 5 backups of this, and these were like $3, I think, so super good deal. And then we have LA Girl Pro Conceal. I have 2 shades. Obviously, I use one way more than the other. This one I use a lot. It is in Classic Ivory because it's a lot more salmon-y toned and it's a little bit darker. And this one is Natural, which oddly enough, it's a lot lighter and it's a little bit more on the yellow side. I like both of them a lot, but I like the Natural Ivory more. Keeping them, and they're really affordable as well. NYX HD Concealer. I'm sure most of you know this. The shade I have is in Fair, and I use it as on top of a color correcting concealer under my eye to further brighten it for those days that I need a whole lot of help. Really like the texture, really like the price tag. Keeping it. CoverGirl Plus Olay Concealer. I know this has been discontinued, but I really like this. This is in shade Light, and it's a little bit, it's more like my skin tone, so I use it around my nose and whatnot, but really like the texture. It's not too thick, it covers well, and it keeps my under eye hydrated. Keeping it. Wish they brought this back though, but glad I got it on sale. And then we have another one. This is the CoverGirl Plus Olay Simply Ageless. It's the eye corrector. This is really yellow tone, so I like to use it actually on top of my nose because my nose always gets red, so oops, keeping that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have really dark circles, may I recommend the NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer in Orange. This is no joke. It is super intense. It's like straight up orange shade. It tones down the purple so well, like under the eyes. And then I take a concealer and I put it on top. And you don't have the orange anymore, but it turns into a nice kind of a salmon tone, and my veins needs to get a grip. They need to check themselves before they ruin my videos. So I like those. I'm keeping it. This is the Ban Nye concealer. I think this is in mellow orange or something. It's really salmon tone. I hit pan on this. I got it in a palette, the concealer palette, but I lost. Like, this was the one that I use most consistently. But like in the move, and this doesn't have its home, and it's kind of awkward, so I'm getting rid of this. One of the cult favorites, in my opinion, is the Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch Highlighting Concealer. This is in Radiant. It's salmon toned corrector. Really like the brush tip applicator as well. I like those type of, I like the brush tip. Yeah, and I like how you can see how much product you have left. It always makes me feel kind of accomplished every time I twist it and the product goes up a little bit. Yeah. Then we have the 3 Rimmel Match Perfection Concealer. I know I kind of went crazy. It was on sale. I have the Fair, Fair Light, and Light. So Fair is obviously the fairest of them all, and it's almost like a really, really, really light ivory shade. Fair Light is also really light, but it has a tinge more yellow. The Light has a little bit more of the peach tone to it. So I really like the texture. They're really light. I like to use them as highlighting, especially these two. So, yep, I'm keeping those. I'm not getting rid of a whole lot of stuff, as you guys can see here. I really like my concealers. I have a problem. And then this is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles. This is in light. I actually like the brightener shade, which is the pink one, a lot more, but I'm out of that one. I haven't had a chance to pick it up yet. I'm waiting for a sale. I actually use this one as the foundation sometimes, and I like the way it looks. So I've been through a couple of these already, so I like it. And then we have the Maybelline. This is the Fit Me Concealer. I have the shade 20 in Sand. I'm almost out of this one. I've had it for a while, and it's smelling kind of weird, so I'm getting rid of this. And I have 2 IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Corrector. I have the light and medium. Actually, to me, I've been using the medium one a lot more. Medium and then light. I don't know if you guys can tell. This is medium, this is light. So medium is a lot more salmony and light is not. So I've been using the medium one more, but they both perform really well. I just hate how bulky the packaging is, because I don't know if you guys can see. You have this much packaging, but the product stops like right there. So what is this for? You know? Just to take up space in my pantry, in my drawers? Not cool, not cool. Next up, we have the Physicians Formula. I think this is the Mineral Wear Talc Free Mineral Correcting Concealer. This is a pink highlighter and natural light. Meh, they were just okay. And now they smell weird, so I'm getting rid of these. And then I have my Fancy Schmancy Dior Long Wearing Moisturizing Concealer. I think this has been discontinued. I've had it for a while, but I like it because it smells nice, like all high-end product. They smell expensive. And this actually has a nice peach tone as well, so I'm keeping it. And lastly, I have the Physicians Formula Conceal RX. This is in Natural Light, and I think this actually reminds me a lot of the Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. So, and you know, Physicians Formula is always on sale. So I am keeping this. Okay, for those of you that's wondering, like, why do I need so many concealers? If you watch any one of my tutorials or get ready with me, you'll see how horrendous my under eye circles are, no matter how much I sleep. And to set everything, I have this lonely little setting powder here. This is the e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. Some people compare it with Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. I've only tried samples of that, so I can't really compare them side by side, but this kind of fits all my needs. It sets my under eye area, it blurs out the lines, and it kind of keeps the concealer on all day, and that's all I need it for. And super cheap. A little jar like this lasts a really long time, and it's always on sale. So, highly recommend. Yeah, that is my decluttering for my primer and my concealer. So those are the ones I'm keeping, and those are the ones I'm not. Yeah, it wasn't very successful, but I really like these products, so I'm keeping it. But anyways, thank you so much for watching this, and let me know what category you want to see next. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy watching decluttering videos. Subscribe for more uploads, and follow me on Instagram. It's IamGreatBeloved19. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys!